On this episode of Flirty or Fury, we have Jesse Bradford in the hot seat. In the year of spectacular men, he plays as Aaron, a control freak a-hole who only catapults the main character Izzy into a new journey of romance, awkward moments, discovery, and finding soulmates that don't necessarily mean forever. And then we have Ben, who seems to have it all together. A perfect relationship with the perfect girl, and his future seems to be all lined up. But then, a dangerous liaison could destroy it all. And so it begins with a subtle flirtation. Not always ends in pure bliss. Some encounters unleash the fury. Chaos and ecstasy don't mesh all that well. And you will soon see that in this episode. So we have the year of spectacular men. This film it's far better than I remembered it to be, because I remember watching it a year ago and I loved it, and then I revisited it because it had Jesse Bradford in it, and I ended up falling in love with this film all over again. So we have the main character, Izzy. She's in college, she graduates, and she has a pretty intense breakup with her neurotic, psychotic boyfriend, Aaron. She is unsure about what to do next. Her sister insists on her spreading her wings and exploring the dating world. She's like, hey, you're in your 20s. Skip a year of college and just go have fun. Go do what 20-year-olds do. That's what she says. Izzy is awkward, and she is in a rut, emotionally and mentally. She tries to step out of her shell. She has some casual encounters that don't go so well, and yet she learns from each experience. We've got heartbreak, frustration, confusion, and yet the journey along the way is indeed spectacular. No matter how difficult it is to find yourself, the people you meet along the way, whether it be negative or positive, you learn from those people. You learn yourself through your experiences, big or small. That is the whole premise of this film. It's not cut and dry. You're not going to get, this epic love story I'm sorry to disappoint, but you don't. But you know what? You do learn some things. And I definitely learned some. When all of the other relationships are tested, Izzy has a heartfelt encounter while the others fall apart. While Sabrina deals with a distrust regarding her boyfriend Sebastian, Izzy meets yet another good guy, Charlie. Fleeting flirtation leads to growing feelings. It's so cute between these two. But unfortunately, fears rush in, making it complicated when it really should not have been that complicated. There's not always answers to everything. There's not always endings. There are beginnings. Sometimes it just is. A memory you take to heart and you learn from them. And that is what this film is all about. What a good movie. A perfect Valentine's Day movie. So, we've had the cutesy flirty film now. Let's see how dark lust can get when it is fueled with fury. So we have Swimfan. Ben's whole world is turned upside down when Madison worms her way into his life. He is getting ready for a very important swim meet, so there is a lot of pressure on him. His relationship is getting very serious. They talk about college together, and it all seems perfect for Ben. But then Ben meets the new girl Madison, and tension builds between the two. It was unplanned and too intense for Ben to handle, especially when it swerves out of control. There's a very passionate moment between them, and Madison thinks it's more than what it actually is. Ben is out of his element. He has no idea how to handle this situation, which leads Madison to do unspeakable things. She tries to make Ben jealous by shacking up with one of his friends, but that goes awry pretty quickly. She just does not get the hint that it was just a moment of weakness for Ben. With all of this stress, the heavy weight on his shoulders, he allowed a momentary lapse of judgment that ruined Ben's life almost for the absolute worst. This film definitely has Fatal Attraction vibes. Madison, portrayed by Erica Christensen, was done so well. She plays many roles in one. She starts off as girl next door, meets seductress, meets psychopath, and she does each role so well. You believe her in this performance. You are scared for Ben and everyone around him because this girl does not play. I hope Ben learns a very valuable lesson after all of this. Don't tell a girl you love her during if you don't mean it. And oh yeah, keep it in your pants. There can be times when you find someone attractive. It does not mean you have to act on it. We are human beings with animalistic desires, but giving in to said desires will only cause you to pick up your life that is now in shambles after a one-night stand with a freaking psychopath. Anywho, Swimfan is a definite watch. Great for those who don't like to watch typical, mushy romance films on Valentine's Day. There you have it, folks. Episode 1 of Flirty or Fury. It's in the bag. Whether you're going for lovey-dovey this Valentine's Day, or if you're non-traditional like me who enjoys some fatal attraction with their mushiness, you'll have something fun to watch either way. This is Carey Craves Cinema. Keep it flirty or keep it fury this Valentine's Day, my friends.